Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all doing okay, and welcome back to Music Lessons Live with me, Ollie, here on the New Wave Arts Facebook page. I hope you all had a lovely weekend. So, as always, this week we're going to be starting a new song, and of course, we've got going back to the guitar again. If this is the first time you're tuning in, a big hello. And as always, these videos will also be going up onto our YouTube channel, as well as for those schools who've asked, it will be going up onto your online resource pages as well. So we've gotten through quite a few songs now, and as the weeks have been progressing on, we've been looking at new and different chords. And this week we've got a song, a very famous song. It's a little bit more challenging, just because some of the chords we're going to be doing are things like bar chords, full bar chords now. So again, I'm going to take it all nice and slowly, so we can give ourselves the best opportunity to practice those and to get them sounding really, really good. So the song we're going to be doing this week is Mr. Blue Sky by ELO, or the Electric Light Orchestra. A really famous song, and I thought with it kind of coming towards spring, the sun coming out a bit more, I thought, why not do this song? I thought it'd be quite nice. So we're going to be looking today at the first and second verse, and we're also going to have a little look at the chorus as well. In most of the songs we're doing, there is kind of a lot of repetitiveness and repetition. So when we do our next session on Wednesday at 10 a.m, we'll look at kind of the next part, which is going to be kind of the chorus part and the ending, because as I mentioned, we've got some repetition. I'm just going to quickly put in the chord progression for you so you can follow along at home. As I always say, if you can't open it up for whatever reason, just make sure you've got a pencil and a piece of paper at hand, ready to make some notes. Best to use a pencil instead of a pen, just in case you make any kind of mistakes, as you can quickly rub those out, and it's a little bit easier to kind of correct yourself when you're writing all those different chord charts down. So we're going to be doing it on guitar this week. Last week we did ukulele, and we kind of alternate each week as we are doing this. Right, I'm going to show you the first part that we're going to be learning today. The chord pattern as well is relatively easy. There's kind of two chord patterns I'm going to show you, as well as some of the chords that you can see in the chord sheet, chord progression sheet I've just put up in the comments. Right, it sounds something like this. And that's the first part we're going to do today. So lots of things going on there, lots of chords, lots of new chords as well, and ones that are going to be a little bit more trickier now, because as I mentioned, we're doing that barring technique a lot more. If you've seen in some of my previous videos, I have gone over that. I will go over that again one more time for today if you're tuning in for the first time as well. So processes now, we're going to look at the chords, then we'll look at the chord pattern, and then we will have a go at playing it through at the end. So chords for today, we've got F major. Now in my previous videos, I've always gone over F major as kind of this one. Okay, playing the four strings at the bottom. The version we're going to learn today is the full bar chord. Okay, I know some of you at home might be thinking, oh, I can't do bars, I can't do bar chords, but I'm going to show you some tips and tricks now to kind of strengthen your hand and to get them sounding really, really good as well. So, F major bar chord. What we're doing is we're taking our first finger, okay, or our index finger, we're placing it across the first frets of our guitar. Again, strings, we've got E, A, D, G, B, E. A little rhyme I use to remember those. Eddie, A, dynamite, goodbye, Eddie. And then these metal lines here are our fret lines, and we place our fingers in between. So we've got our finger down on the first fret. Now, when barring, it's really important, okay, that you try and use just one finger. If you're using two fingers to kind of press down and support, okay, that can only get you so far, because especially with an F major chord, we've got to use our three other fingers to play those. And that finger is by doing this. So pressing down, okay, making sure you've got that good crab claw technique. Your thumb is, oh, try and get it in the camera. Your thumb is in the centre of the neck here, because that's going to be the best support. And you're kind of pinching between the neck and the finger, the neck and your fingers, as if you're kind of pressing down in between. And what you want to do is just with that first finger, and then you're going to play each string. And when you're playing each string, you want to hear each note nice and clearly. If you can't, you're getting something like this. It means you're not pressing down hard enough on that section of the neck. So you want to really press down to get all those strings nice and flat. Again, when you're playing as well, you want to be using this side of your finger here. If you're using this flat side here, okay, it's quite soft and quite pudgy when you're pressing down on it, and you're not going to get enough kind of traction when pressing down on those strings. So what you want to do is slightly swivel your finger, okay, so you're using that harder kind of bonier part on the side of your finger to press down on the strings. So that's going to get a lot clearer sound. So once you've done that and it sounds perfect, you move on to the next fret. Then you move on to the next fret. You move on to the next fret. And the next one, the next one, next one, next one, next one, until you've gotten to about the 12th fret. Okay, and if you've got there with all the notes sounding clear, that's great. It's going to really help strengthen that that first finger. Sorry. However, if on the way down to the 12th fret and you get to the 5th and it sounds, you go all the way back to the start and you do it again. Okay, kind of turn it into a little bit of a game, and that's going to really, really help strengthen that bar chord technique and really strengthen that first finger. Again, if you're getting lots of pressure lines on your finger and it's hurting a little, that's okay. That means you're doing it correctly. Okay, because at the start it does kind of hurt sometimes when you're doing those bar chords, but the more you practice, the better you'll get at it, the less it will hurt and the better it will sound. However, if you're really struggling with bar chords today and you're really thinking, I do not want to do bar chords, okay, you can always play the F major chord on those 4 strings there. I won't go over that chord today, otherwise we will run out of time, but I'm going to show you the full bar chords for today. So, barring with our first finger there, then we're taking our second finger, our middle finger, we're placing it on the 2nd fret of the G string, our 4th finger on the 3rd fret of the D string, and then our 3rd finger on the 3rd fret just above on the A string. Okay, so we're tucking in that index finger there to get F major. Okay, that's the first chord, F major. Second one, we've got E minor 7, a nice easy chord. All we're going to do is going to take our 2nd finger, okay, we're placing it on the 2nd fret of the A string there, and we play all the strings again. That's E minor 7. Then we go to A major. Okay, A major, we take our 2nd finger, we place it on the 2nd fret of the D string, our 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the G string, and then our 4th finger, our pinky finger, on the 2nd fret of the B string. Okay, so we're kind of tucking them all in between one another. Okay, you can use your first, second, and third. I know some people who also do like a little bit of a bar across those strings, but I think that's going to be the best technique for today. And you're playing the first 5 strings. Okay, not playing E. Then we go to D minor. So D minor is our first finger on the first fret of the E string, second finger on the second fret of the G string, and third finger on the third fret of the B string. We're playing those first 4 strings. Then we go to G major, which is our second finger on the third fret of the E string, first finger on the second fret of the A string, and third finger on the third fret of the E string. And again, you play all those strings. E minor. So we're making that E minor 7 chord shape against the second finger on the second fret of A. And then we took our third finger underneath on the second fret of D to get E minor. Okay. Then we go back to A major after that. Then we go to B flat major. Okay. Now, there are a few ways to play this chord. Okay. Again, it is a bar chord. So we're pressing down with our first finger across all the strings on the first fret. Then you've got to press down on the third fret on the D, G, and B string, all on the third fret. Now you can use your second, third, and fourth finger, kind of like you were when you're playing A major, to play this. Or you can do a little cheat technique, which is one that I do all the time. And we're going to bar with our third finger down on those 3 strings there. So we're barring down on the D, G, and B string, okay, on the third fret. But you don't want to. You want to try and avoid catching that E string at the top with that finger. So it's entirely up to you how you want to play that. Okay, but again, as long as you're getting that nice, clear chord sound, that's the most important. After that, we've got B flat major with a C in the bass. On the chord sheet, if you're reading it, it will tell you that you've got to play it something like this. Okay, I think that's a little bit tricky. I think you'll still get the best sound, okay, playing like this. So all I'm doing is barring with my first finger on the third fret, and I'm playing the 5 strings there and avoiding E. To get that. Then we go back to F major again, and then we do B flat with a C in a bass. It's quite a nice chord actually, I quite like that one. Okay, so I'm going to quickly recap that again. So we've got F major, E minor 7, A, D minor, G, E minor, A, B flat, B flat C, F, and then B flat C again. Then afterwards we do that pretty much all again. So we do F, D minor, A minor, D, G, E minor, A, B flat. Now we go to C. So C is we take our third finger, press it down on the third fret of the A string, second finger down on the second fret of the D string, and third finger down on the first fret of the B string. And we're playing all those strings bar E. Then we go to F again, and then B flat C. Then we go into the chorus. Okay. So again, the chorus, I'm going to quickly go over some of the chords. Some of the chords we've just played in the verse can be found in the chorus as well. So again, if you want to, you've got that opportunity to practice them. If you need to as well, pause me now so you can have a bit more of a practice, and then when you're feeling confident enough, you can carry on with verse 1. You can carry on into the chorus with me. So chorus, we've got D minor, then we've got D minor C. So D minor C is basically the slash C that we find in B flat major and D minor. Is what the music is telling us is that we've got a bass note C in the bass. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to play that B flat major chord. Then we're going to put our pinky finger, okay, or our fourth finger, on the 3rd fret of the B string. Then our 3rd finger is going to go on the 3rd fret of the A string here. Excuse me. So we've got D minor. So what I'd suggest for you to do is maybe have that 4th finger on that 3rd fret on B anyway, just so you're prepared to play it. And then all you've got to do is put your 3rd finger down. Okay. After that, we go to B flat major 7. Okay, so B flat major 7 is we're making that B flat shape again. So 1st finger barring on the 1st fret, but this time we put our 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, our 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the D string, but our 4th finger, our pinky finger, goes on the 3rd fret of the D string. Okay, if you're following along at home with the different instruments, okay, just make sure you've got something open so you can translate these chords across. Because unfortunately, I can't show all the different kinds of B flat major 7 on all the different kinds of instruments. Otherwise, we'll be here all day. But if you can at home, get something open so you can translate these chords. That's going to be super, super helpful. So we've got B flat major 7. Then we go to A minor. So A minor is our 1st finger down on the 1st fret of B, 2nd finger down on the 2nd fret of D, and our 3rd finger down on the 3rd fret of G. And again, we're playing those first 5 strings. Then we go to G minor. Okay, so G minor, I'm going to show you the bar chord version of G minor, because after we play G minor, we go to F. And if you're already in that bar chord shape, it's going to be a lot easier to get down to F major afterwards. Okay, so again, making it nice and easy for us, making those chord transitions a lot easier. What we're doing is we're pressing across the entire bar with our 1st finger of the 3rd fret. We're taking our 2nd finger, pressing it down on the 5th fret of the A string, and our pinky finger down on the 5th fret of the D string, okay, to get G minor. Again, nice clear notes. If you're getting a bit of, okay, you need to press down hard enough. Okay, give yourself that chance to really practice and get that sounding really good. Then we go down to F major. Then we've got probably our trickiest chord of the day, E flat major. Okay, again, it's basically the exact same shape as B flat, but we're just playing it on a different fret. So what we're doing is we're placing our 1st finger down on the 6th fret, and we're barring across that. And then our 2nd finger down on the 8th fret of the D string, 3rd finger down on the 8th fret of the G string, and pinky finger down on the 8th fret of the B string. Or if you want to, using your 3rd finger, pressing down on all those strings, doing a little bar chord there. Okay, again, really practice that because that's not easy. Okay. There's also another version that you can play down here as well. If I can get it right. Okay, down on the 1st fret. And what you're doing is you're putting your 1st finger on the 1st fret of the D string, 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the G string, fourth finger on the fourth fret of the B string and third finger on the third fret of the E string. But it's got quite a stretch there because you're not playing anything on that second fret. So it's entirely up to you how you want to play it. Personally though, I'd play up here. Because then you just got to slide down to B flat major. And then we repeat it all again. And then at the very end we play B flat C. And that's it. Those are all the chords that we've got to learn for today. So we're going to go over the chord pattern now. So, chord pattern, there's two parts to our chord pattern. It's our timing, so how we're going to count it out. For us, nice and easy, we're counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, it's what we call a straight 4/4 rhythm. Then we've got two different kinds of chord patterns. There's one where we play down, we strum down on every beat. So we're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay? Then there's another chord pattern and it goes something like this. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Down, 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 up, down, up. So going down, down on beat 1 and. We skip beat 2 and 3 and. Okay? So 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. So that is the strumming pattern. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Again, as I've said, week after week, my hand's always moving when I'm doing this chord pattern. So those are the two chord patterns that we've got for today. Down, 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 down. And then we've got down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. Right, so the first chord, F, okay, we're playing that for 6 beats. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and. Okay? Then we've got E minor 7, which is 1 beat. 1 and 2 and then A minor, which is for 1 beat. Then we've got D minor, 2 beats. And that is where we go into that different chord pattern. Down, down, up, down, up. Okay? And again, we repeat that over and over again. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. So straight down, down rhythm until we get to D minor. And then we're going down, down, up, down, up for 2 beats. G major for 2 beats. E minor for 2 beats. A minor 2 beats. And then B flat major for 2 beats. B flat C for 2 beats, F for 2 beats, and then that final B flat C, okay, we go back to 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we strum down for 2 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we repeat it again. So we go. And again, when we're repeating that, F 6 beats, E minor 7 1 beat, A 1 beat, D minor 2 beats, and for the rest of the chords as well, they're 2 beats long with that change in the chord pattern. Then we get to the chorus. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. So we're just strumming down for 1 beat, okay, on those chords for the first part, for the first 2 lines. And again, they are 2 beats long. So D minor 2 beats long, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. So B flat major 7, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1, 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Then we go into the different strumming pattern. Down, down, up, down, up. Down, down, up, down, 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 you can try that at home if you want to. Okay, where we're going 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and going down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, really, really quickly. It's almost like you're playing in between the number and the and beats. Okay, it's what we call semiquavers. Okay, which are the beats or 16th notes, which are the beats in between the 1 ands and 2 ands. Okay, I think it's 16th notes or 8th notes. Any American viewers can probably correct me there. So that's the chord pattern for today for those different parts. So as I always say, if you need to, pause me now to give yourself the best opportunity to practice those different parts. And then, when you're feeling confident enough, you can have a go at playing along with me now. So we're going to have a go at playing along, playing this. Again, I'm going to take it really nice and slow to give ourselves the best opportunity to get it sounding really, really good. Right, so I'm going to do a quick 4-beat counting and then we'll start. Okay, here we go. F major chord ready. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4. E minor 7 now. 1 and 2 and 3 and G. E minor. Down, down, up, down. B flat. B flat C. F. Down, 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 down. Back to that strumming pattern. Down, down, up, down. G. E minor. A. B flat. C. F. One strum now. D minor. D, C. B flat major 7. A. F. G minor, sorry. F. E flat. B flat. Strumming pattern, different strumming now. Try. Brilliant, well done if you're able to play along at home then. As I mentioned, getting a little bit more difficult now with all these new chords and new chord variations as well. But well done if you're able to play at home. If not, don't worry, you've still got plenty of time to practice and to really strengthen those bar chords and get them sounding really good as well. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed playing along today. I hope you're going to enjoy this song for the rest of the week. In our next session, we're going to be looking at the next couple of verses and the chorus as well, because towards the end of the music, the chorus does change ever so slightly. As always, please comment, like, subscribe, as it really does help us out. All these videos will be going up onto our YouTube channel as well. And for those schools who've asked, we'll be going up onto your online resource pages also. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll catch you all on Wednesday at 10 AM for the next part.